on how they feel about or dealing with your fragile egos. But at the end of the day, it just all boils down to some women just aren't attracted to men. It's not nothing personal. It's not an attack onto your penis. It just is what it is. There are women who have never been with men, uh, that have known since they were a child that they were attracted to little girls, or when they were a little girl, and women. So like I said, in my case, the guys that I've been with, I can't take away their sexual game. I'm not gonna say, oh, they were whack. No, I've never been sexually abused or molested or raped or anything along that line. And I don't know why my nose is itching. What was the other one? And just like I said, everybody's been in bad relationships, but at the end of the day, the reason why my relationships with the men that I was with didn't work is that it's just compatibility. We just weren't compatible. And I've known for a long time that I've liked, women. It just wasn't until about 6 to 7 years that I just decided to, live in what I knew would make me happy.
What's going on, you guys? Master Teacher of Attraction, back with another video, and I wanted to talk about 12 inches. All right, the last girl that I was with, uh, she, her hair, she likes to keep it short. Um, and I told you guys about, women cutting their hair short and what that means. But when talking about women, one thing can mean a whole bunch of things. All right. So just keep that in mind when we're talking about women. But I remember she was talking to me. I don't remember if I asked her or if she just brought it up, but we got on a conversation of her having a relationship with a woman. And then I asked her, "Oh, you're into women?" She said she went through a phase where she was only into women. Now, this lady right here on the video screen, she was trying to say that every woman that is uh said lesbian or gay, every one of them aren't, abused sexually or whatever have you, some of the along that lines. Now, the girl that I'm talking about, that I was talking to, she said she was raped before. Okay. I have an auntie. She said after 50 something years, she just came out with it 2 years ago and said that she was raped when she was young. Now, this lady on the screen right here was saying, "Oh, those type of people that are raped only show up to doctors, so they attract sick people." Um, why is it that I'm born into a family in the black community that, you know, have these alternative lifestyles and was abused? I just happened to come across a woman and she was raped, and all of a sudden she has a liking towards women. And I'm gonna tell you one thing I noticed about this girl and why she ain't on my team no more. Okay, so the reason she isn't on my team no more is because of control. Black women like this, and it's not just black women. Each woman has a varying degree of control she wants to have over men, and then some just, say, you know what, I'm trying to act like a man. I see that bullshit that I'm doing. Let me start acting like a woman. But you gotta remember, we live in this society, okay? So She wanted to do a lot of control. I remember she tried to come in at me and saying, she wanted to use a strap on me. And then she started talking about, oh, it's not gay if we do that. You're getting you're what she called it was pegged, which I didn't know what the hell that meant. Like, bitch, what are you saying pegged? Are you saying you gonna make some spaghetti with some uh prego spaghetti sauce? Like that's what I'm thinking in my head. But she talking about getting pegged, and I'm like, bitch, I don't know none of them terms. I don't know all that alternative shit y'all be living y'all life. I'm a natural born human being, right? She talking about using strap-ons and pegging me and what I don't. I had to look this shit up. I looked up what pegging meant, and I took that as a direct attack on my masculinity. You know what I'm saying? She used to smoke. She used to drink and do all them things. And then I noticed as she started spending more time around me, she started getting away from all those things. She started becoming more feminine. She started becoming less into alcohol, less into smoking cigars. Because one thing I told you guys was women start to take on characteristics of their man. And then it comes to a point where they're either going to give into the ego, and it's not their ego, it's society. Because you got to remember, women are a vessel, they're like water. So they take form of whatever they were put into. So if they're put into the society with all these alternatives and ideologies and things that aren't theirs, but they identify from the external, not from internal, like do, then you have things like this. And with the lady on the screen, she realized that she couldn't have control over men. So the next best option was to control women weaker than her. Now they have studies, and I've seen women with mustache in the black community. Okay, they say that black women have more testosterone. Okay, that for a whole bunch of years, that's what she was pretty much bred to do. It's sad, but that's the reality. All right, some of them be walking around with mustache, and now when it comes to my auntie, she is a huge control freak as well. Not even in the sense of knowing what she's doing. It's just she has to have control over everything and even know what she's doing. Like when with me, I'm a master whatever it is, okay? Or I'm gonna be under the guidance on something that knows. But compare that to my auntie trying to fake the masculinity. She just control things that she ain't got no business controlling, don't know a damn thing about, and then try to present herself as a stud, you know? So, yeah, that girl started talking about some pegging and all that, but, all that shit went out the window. She was talking this shit before she met me. So, this is when it was still in the phase of breaking a bitch down, okay? She started telling me it's like getting a Carfax on a hoe, right? So she giving me the car history, and I'm like, okay, all right, well, shit, she ain't finna do that shit on me. All right, I don't know what you was doing before, but and then that's when we started talking about her history. She said that she used to have a relationship with women in the past, and she still has love for her to this day and everything. What you gotta understand is the psychology is out to control with these type of women. If they can't control a man, okay, like getting one of these weak simp ass beta males, she go after women. She will go after women. It's women that have been raped by their aunties. in this black community or the black gynocentric community, because that would be a more descriptive term. It's demonic shit that goes down in black households. And what you're seeing on the screen and what you heard from me and all these other videos is the external esoteric or not even esoteric physical reality or manifestation of these things that are behind closed doors that present themselves as trans people or just alternative lifestyles like this. Now again, they got the right to go ahead and do that for themselves, but if you pay attention, they're starting to try to teach the children how to be gay and all these things. That's infringing, on other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it draws the line. But if you want to do that over there, but the whole thing of it is, no matter what a woman identifies herself as, most of them are looking for control over another human being. Okay, it ain't gotta be sex all the time. And speaking of the 12 inches, these women don't be thinking about no 12 inches when they with women. Even as she said, there's women out here that's never been with men before. When they get with a woman, they having all these orgasms, all these things. Okay, where's the 12 inches then? So, with you guys' self-esteem when it come to your size down there, your phallus, don't just own what you got. Okay, if a woman is messing with another woman who has doesn't have no dick or balls, okay, and they out there blowing each other back out, you shouldn't have no issues with your self-esteem with what you have. Trust and believe on that. Okay. Because y'all just listen to everything a woman says she want, and y'all really go ahead and base that on your self-esteem. All right. So I just wanted to break that down with you guys, and uh you know 12 inches. All right, y'all.